All right, Grace Hartman, you just placed runner-up in the NCAA 10K, 31-32. How are you feeling?
Yeah, thank you. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, you're always going out to try to win, but this is my highest finish at NCAA so far, so I'm super excited about that, and I'm really excited to come back in the 5K, so yeah.
What was your race plan heading in? You took it out pretty hard the first couple laps and were really consistent, led for at least the first half of the race. What was the plan?
Yeah, I think the plan was to cut down a little bit more in the second half of the race. I definitely wanted to make it honest from the gun. It was a little bit breezy out there, and I think I underestimated what leading the entire time can kind of do for a 10K. In the past, I've kind of gone behind people or had a pacer or whatnot, but I'm glad that I made it an honest race because I love just kind of going hard from the gun. So, you know, I think that was kind of the plan, and I stuck to it, so I'm proud of that.
What other advice did Coach Hennis give you before the race just to mentally prepare and get you ready for it?
Yeah, I think, you know, I really went in the mentality with the season that, like, I've already won in the sense that I have been able to build such an incredible support network really over the last 6 months. There have been some things happen that I haven't been able to control, and through that I've been able to really just learn a lot about my own mentality and kind of my motivations in running. So it's really just been a beautiful season, and I've been able to learn just how much joy I get from the sport outside of results. So, you know, first, second, fifth, I was really just running with a lot of joy out there. So, yeah.
What's helped build that confidence?
Yeah, you know, I can't do it without my teammates, my coaches, my parents, my coaches from high school. Like, I think we always put so much zest into the results that we have, and I've really gotten caught up in that in the past. And I've realized throughout the season, by not doing that, I've been running significantly better. So, you know, I've been able to accomplish some things that I didn't necessarily expect to this season, like breaking 15 was one of them. But I didn't go into those races with the mentality of I have to do this. It was more or less like, wow, I have a really incredible opportunity, and I'm just loving every step of this. So the sport can be really hard if you can't adopt the mentality of just like gratitude. So, you know, that's been able to carry me really far, and I'm just excited to see what I can do in the sport carrying that forward.
Hey, going back to that 5K when you broke 15, can you talk a little bit about that and kind of your expectations?
Yeah, you know, I've been talking to Coach about kind of wanting to try and do that this season. I didn't really know exactly if it was going to happen, but I had my teammate Bethany pace me for part of it, which was super cool. It was just a local meet, it was at Duke, so I got to sleep in my own bed. But that really just kind of solidified, like, okay, I'm in the shape that I want to be in. Let's see what I can do with it. So I think that gave me a lot of confidence coming into NCAAs. Gives me confidence going into the 5K and USA's later in the season. So it just kind of solidified, like, oh wow, I can be competitive with a lot of distance runners that are competing at a super high level. So it was really cool.
Speaking of 5Ks, what's your mindset heading into Saturday's 5K?
Yeah, you know, I'm not exactly sure what the tactic's gonna be, but I'm really excited for the 5K. I love the 5K. I love the 10K too, but a lot of the women that were in the 10K I think are doubling back, and I've got a teammate, Sam, in there, so I think it's just gonna be a lot of fun, and once again, just coming in ready to race with a lot of joy, so I'm excited to see where that can take me.
And you said you've got USA's around the corner. What other meets do you have coming up this summer?
I think I'm just doing one race. I think I may do a 1500 in LA, just because I didn't really get to race an all-out 1500 this season. I did Penn Relays, but that was, I would just like to do another one. So kind of test the speed out a little bit, you know, but that's kind of more for fun. I want to go to the Air One, so, see what that's all about. So I'll get to travel with some teammates there, and yeah, I think that's it for the racing, but I could be wrong.
Awesome. Well, congrats again, and good luck in the 5K.
Thank you.